Hi, my name is Jamie Garcia, and I'm the Early Literacy Specialist here at the Washington-Centerville Public Library.
And my name is Rura, and I'm a reference librarian at the library.
Today, we are going to talk about the services we offer to make your research much easier.
Jamie will be talking a little more about the library catalog, and I will be discussing our database called Gale in Context Elementary.
Both of these resources are totally free and super easy to use. Feel free to watch this video more than once before attempting the scavenger hunt, which is also online and is a companion to this video. Let's get started first with our catalog. In the library, we have an online catalog you can use to search for items. To find it, start at our library's homepage. At the top right-hand corner, you will see a shortcut to our catalog, but for now, we are going to use the drop-down menu. Once you click on the menu, select the first option, which says Catalog, and then click on Encore Catalog. The Encore Catalog has two different tabs, which makes this the perfect catalog to use when doing research, because you can search for books or scholarly articles. For now, let's just start with books. In the search bar, type in as much information as you can give. For example, instead of just typing in Hunger Games, type in Hunger Games Suzanne Collins and hit enter. The page should show you about 50 different items, but say that we only want physical copies of the book. What we will do is go to the panel on the left side. This panel is super helpful by eliminating items from your search so that you can limit it to only the things you are looking for. The third option down is Format, and there are several different options to choose from: DVDs, books, and items called e-audiobooks or e-books. Anything with an E in front can be found online through an app like Libby. To place those on hold or to borrow those, simply go to the app and handle your account there with your library card. However, for right now, I'm going to click on Book. Once you make that selection, anything that is not a book will be taken away from your search list. Now you can see there are 7 items instead of the 48. I'm going to click on the title of the first book so that we can look a little closer at it. It appears as though this is a special edition of the first book, and there are 2 copies. One is at Centerville, while the other is at Woodburn. Which one do you think is the one checked out? If you said the one that says due, you're right. Sometimes we will see other statuses such as missing, mending, or billed. Those basically mean that currently those books are not available to you, but you can always select the button, Request It, at the top to make sure that you get the book as soon as it is pulled from the other library, or once the book is returned. Another thing you will see is the call number located next to the location. The call number is where you can find the book in the library. YA stands for Young Adult, so that means at either library, start in the Young Adult area. The F stands for Fiction, and then the last part is the first 4 letters of the author's last name. So in this case, in the Young Adult Fiction area, go to the shelf with the C's. Our fiction shelves will be in alphabetical order based on the author's last name. There are so many different call numbers here at the library. For example, in the search bar, type in 39 Clues. This is a series in which each book has a different author. Instead of separating the series and making it harder for you to find, we decided to organize these books by the name of the series. So you will notice the book's call number is JF Mass 39 Clues. The JF is for juvenile fiction, like we mentioned, but the MAS stands for Multiple Author Series. Then we list the name of the series. We organize this by putting the series in alphabetical order. The last interesting call number is anything listed nonfiction. Let's type in Civil Rights Movement and hit enter. We only want children's nonfiction, so let's select that from the side menu, under Collections, the 4th option down. This will eliminate anything that is not children's nonfiction, which will help you find exactly what you're looking for. That gives you about 60 items to look through, so let's click on the first one. This book is available at both locations with the call number J 323.1196073 ZIG. The J again tells you the kids' room, but then the nonfiction books, those that contain real facts, are organized by the Dewey Decimal System, which categorizes each topic with a special number. In the 323 area, you will most likely find books about the civil rights movement. But to find this specific book, you must find this exact call number with the correct last name. If you continue down, there is a panel of read-alikes. So if you were doing a project on the civil rights movement and didn't know what else you could read that's similar, try looking through some of these titles. You can also learn more about the book that you searched by looking at the Lexile measure and the AR level. Let's start over with a new search by going to the library homepage and using the top right corner again. We are going to search for one of my favorite books, The One and Only Ivan. Once we get the results, we are going to select Book. How many copies of this book do you see? If you said 10, you're right. The interesting thing to note is that the location is pretty unique. It says Centerville or Woodburn, Juvenile Fiction, Newberry. At both libraries, in both the juvenile fiction and young adult fiction, we have designated spaces for Newbery Award winners, those books that are designated as being the best literature that came out the year it was published. So to find a copy, you will need to stay in the juvenile fiction area, go to the Newbery section, and find the author's last name. Again, we see the status, and if all copies are checked out and say you really need the book for a project, you can click on the link from Search Ohio to get the book from a different library with your Washington-Centerville Public Library card. If you scroll down on this record, you can even find the AR level, similar titles, Goodreads rating, and much more. Next, let's do an author search by starting with the Encore main page. I'm going to type in Andrew Clements in the search bar and hit enter. As you can see, there are 94 different items available from this author, including the digital books and audiobooks we talked about earlier, CD books, readers. These are small books designed for kids who are just learning to read and are designated by the J.F. Clem Reader, Easy Fiction, which are picture books, which are designated by the E.F. Clem, and Playways. Playways are little devices that allow you to listen to the book aloud with your own pair of headphones. Say you want his newest item, go to the top search bar and select Date. This will list his newest book, which is called The Friendship War. So we have already looked at series, title, and author searches. This last search we are going to do is a keyword search. The keyword search is so helpful if you don't know the exact title of the book you're looking for. Say that you really wanted Dog Man and something about a ball, so type in Dog Man Ball and hit enter. The first option is the exact book we were looking for. Notice how the call number is much different from the fiction we have seen. This is because it is a graphic novel, and we organize these based off the title of the series or the name of the graphic novel. This is similar to our biography section. If you are looking for a biography of Megan Rapinoe, the U.S. women's soccer star, you would find it at J.B. Rapinoe. The J shows that it's in the kids' room, the B stands for the biography section, and then the person the biography is about, which we organize alphabetically by their last name. Alright, let's go back to the Encore catalog main page. This time, let's select the tab Articles and type in the words Civil War. Look how many results there are. Over 800,000 articles on the Civil War. Let's click on the one titled Civil War in U.S. History and take a look. In order to view this, you need to put in your library card information. This could either be your personal library card number and PIN or your school-provided information. This was taken directly from the Columbia Electronic Encyclopedia. Looking further down, you can see the Lexile level, the whole article which you can listen to out loud, or you can even change the accent or language. Here, I changed the language from English to Spanish. Back at the top, on the right-hand side, you will see additional tools, including downloading a copy to the Google Drive, printing, emailing a copy to yourself, saving, and citing. You can see the many different citation styles in this menu, but most schools use MLA, so let's scroll down to take a look at it. You can actually copy and paste this citation directly into your Works Cited. How easy is that? If you are ever in the library and need help finding something, try the catalogs throughout each building, or feel free to ask a librarian and we will be happy to help. Now, let's turn it over to Lauren.
The next database we're going to look at is Gale in Context Elementary, although you might be more familiar with its old name, Kids Info Bits. Starting at the home page, we click on Research, Research Central, Databases A to Z, and we'll go down to the G for Gale in Context Elementary. If you're logging on as a parent or homeschool teacher, you'll go ahead and use your name, card number, and PIN to log on. If you're logging in as a student from Centerville City Schools, you'll use the class login that we've provided you. This is a great resource for kids doing a research project or just wanting to learn information about a certain topic. It has books, magazines, news articles, images, and video. There are 3 main ways to search in this database: through images, in a basic keyword, or in an advanced search. To use an image search, you scroll down to the images towards the bottom of the page and click on a category. We're going to select animals for this example. Next, you'll narrow it down further by selecting one of the subcategories. We're going to pick mammals. Finally, you'll come to your topic page, which will list many common types of mammals. For this example, we're going to go ahead and select a camel and take a look at the options available. Once you've selected your topic, you'll notice an overview at the top of the page. Further down are some quick facts about that subject. As you continue down, there are book articles, news resources, as well as magazines, pictures, and related search topics. Once you've selected a type of resource, you can click on it to get more information. This will bring you to a full article or news report about your topic of choice, and it comes with a variety of special options. You can choose to listen to the article and have it read aloud for you, change the font size to become larger or smaller, and one of the best features is you can translate the article into 40 different languages and then have it read aloud for you. This is especially helpful for bilingual or ESL learners. Towards the top of the page, there's options to cite it, which will pull up MLA, APA, and Chicago 17th citations. And you can choose to send it to Google Drive, OneDrive, download it. You can also choose to print out your article. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll also find another area to get your citation. The next method of searching is to do a basic keyword search if you know your topic. For this, we'll be looking up Albert Einstein. This brings up a page that we're familiar with. It looks just like the camel page did, with an overview of Albert Einstein, some quick facts, books, articles, news resources, magazines, but with an extra biography section because this is about a person. The final way to search is using an advanced search. This allows you to pinpoint your results even more. For this search, we're going to be looking for news on Brazil, but we are not interested in finding information on the Olympics that took place in Brazil. The results we will get from this search will be about Brazil the country, not the Olympics. If we wanted to get search results about the Olympics in Brazil, we would have said Brazil and Olympics in our original search. And that's it. That was Gale in Context.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the scavenger hunt and test your library skills. If you ever have any questions, please call the Washington-Centerville Library and we will be happy to help with your research questions, or if you just wanted a book.
We wish you a great school year and hope to see you in the library soon.